What's going on, guys? It's Easy. Welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to have a look at the 1-star legendary gem Surging Sea. These are the rank 10 properties of the gem. Using a skill increases your skill damage by 2.4% for 3 seconds, stacking up to 10 times, meaning 24% increase damage if you're able to stack it up to 10 times. Obviously, also it allows you to have 2% skill cool down, so this is actually looking really good. And also for resonant gems, Havoc Bearer Entropic Well is what is being required inside the gem itself. Let me show you guys that as well, since I already have the gem at the moment on rank 5. If we go down here, Entropic Well, then the last one is Havoc Bearer. So on rank 5 my damage output is somewhat around 12% increased damage if I am able to stack this gem 10 times. Also, I want to see if the V2's Urge works, because here it says, where it says that, yeah, for 3 seconds the damage increase will remain up to 3 seconds, and if you want to keep this consistent, then you have to reactivate a skill. Let me just show you here. Let me activate my skill here quickly, and we can see, there we go, and it is out now. Let me activate one of my skills again. Why is it not getting activated? Hold on. All right, activate again, and it lasted for 4 seconds. If you guys see, 4 seconds again, it is stacking again. Look at that. So V2R seems to be working, but I guess we're not getting a lot more duration, only 1 more second. And one more thing, if you are using strafe, that you can stack pretty much easy with it. Look at that. Every time when you reactivate your strafe with it, the stack is going up and up and up. So it does reset it timer, so you can pretty much keep this like that and can have the 24% consistent increase damage. However, 4 second duration is a downside in my opinion, and it can only work with few builds, so not much is happening there. I mean, also one more thing you guys need to know, that if it reset, then your stack have to start from 0. So that is the pro and con of this gem. Otherwise, 24% damage on a 1-star legendary gem is amazing in my opinion. So let me share you guys my opinion. What are my thoughts on this legendary gem? Alright, I end up making a spreadsheet here so you guys can also take a screenshot, and don't forget to leave a like on my video. Anyhow, let's begin with pros and cons here. And pros aspect of the gems are 24% increased damage is actually really solid, and 2% skill cooldown is not that great, but it's not bad either. It is going to make some difference there, and also easy to upgrade, so good for free to play mid spender players or someone who likes to just get more damage with different setup. You can try this gem out quite easily. It doesn't require you to have a lot of gem power, only 200 and I think 6 copies of gem in total, which you can craft yourself as well. And then cons aspect of the gems are require skill activation to keep the gem active. Yes, this is what I feel like it is a downside. Then stack resets back to 0 if buff reset. That's a big down point in my opinion. Then not viable with most builds in my opinion. Also work best with spam build. Then on the inside here, it work best for spam builds with low cooldowns, Mostly good for wizard class and might be good for druid, but we will have to see. But most likely only wizard comes into my mind here because I have seen them spamming in PvE and PvP. So for them, this gem can do quite good. And my overview here is any class with the build focused on spamming skills could make this gem as class because it has 24% increased damage, guys. That is actually huge. However, the biggest downside is that stack reset completely, dropping back to zero. It would have been better if it lost only one stack but drop instead of full reset. This is something I might suggest to developer to change for this gem. Anyways, therefore this gem will only perform well with specific build setups. So keep that in mind that you are not able to use this gem at its best if your skill cooldown is not great. Most likely you will be sitting with only 1, 2, 3 or 4 stacks, and then it is going to go back to being reset. So make sure that your skills have a really good cooldown so you can keep the buff at 10% stack, not 10%, at 10 stack all the time, because it's do or die kind of a gem. You cannot just settle down in between with 2 or 3 stacks and feel like, all right, this gem is still doing something for you. No, this is specifically being designed for spam setup, so you would feel rewarded. And I can only think of wizard as of now. If I am wrong here, you guys can suggest me in the comment section, but do let me know if you guys agree here and what are your thoughts on the surging C1 star legendary gem. Maybe in future we might see more spam builds, but for now wizard is the most viable class for this gem. But anyways, this is my overview and insight of the gem, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to drop your comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.